Are they gone?
I think so. I think we're safe.
Okay, get down!
Hello and welcome to another episode of Bacon Bits. I'm Eric.
I am Jason. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday indeed.
Thank you guys so much for commenting on this video and for subscribing, liking, and the whole 9 yards.
Yep, I know. You love us so much, and we love to bring you quality videos.
Yes, we do. So Walking Dead is coming back tonight.
It is.
And I will go on the record and say that it is probably one of my favorite show of all time, really. And I know you like it too.
It's a quality television show.
Although, I mean, I think I'm a little bit of a bigger fan.
I'm agreeing with you.
But in honor of The Walking Dead coming back tonight, we thought that for Bacon Bits today, we would lay out our plan for you guys on how we would survive the zombie apocalypse.
The impending zombie apocalypse.
Because it's going to happen.
Of course. So, we outlined a few steps in what to take, and then we'll see what happens. Mm-hmm. So, number one question. What kind of zombies are they? This
is the first thing that we gotta... I mean, this is probably...
You have to establish what you're going up against.
Because if you're going to make a plan, right, you gotta know what you're going up against and gotta know the enemy. So, Eric, are we dealing here with slower zombies like in The Walking Dead or faster ones like I Am Legend?
Ooh, that's tough. Because, you're hoping for the slow, stupid zombies.
But it doesn't always work.
I know, because kind of like Shaun of the Dead, you can escape those zombies.
Right. Unless they're in a huge pack. So to make things easier for us, let's go with slow zombies. All right?
Slow.
Because, again, this is in honor of Walking Dead, and in The Walking Dead, they're slow.
We'll give them a little bit of benefit we'll give them a little bit of intelligence. Right. So, all right. Next question.
Now, we got to figure out if... Right when the zombie apocalypse breaks out, everyone's turning into zombies, society is crumbling before our very eyes. The first question, I think, Eric, we have to ask ourselves here is, what is our first move? Do we want to go out and immediately find food, or do we want to go out and try to collect weapons? So both are important, but what do you think?
It's a very vital decision, because you need... In a zombie apocalypse situation, you're going to need both to survive.
You are.
And granted, you have food, you're going to run out. So you need to stockpile as much as possible. But you also need a way of defending yourself.
Exactly.
Not only from zombies, but from other people who might steal your food. And that's why you should go for weapons first.
What is your weapon of choice, Eric, in the zombie apocalypse?
That is a tough one. I got to go. If we're getting crafty... I gotta go with the chainsaw.
If we're getting crafty, I gotta go with the chainsaw.
I want to keep myself entertained. We'll get to that at another point.
All right, let's talk shelter.
Okay. Now, do you want to go out and build your own home, or you just want to clear out a home that's already been overrun by zombies?
See, this is why it was important to establish whether the zombies were fast or slow. If they were fast... then I would say it would be better to build our own, because obviously clearing out a building or a house would be much more difficult. But since we're dealing with slow zombies here, I don't know, maybe you have a different opinion. I think it's almost better to clear out a building or a house.
Now, I kind of agree with you there. It also depends where you're coming from, like where you live. Because in both of our homes, it'd probably be best to clear out someone else if we can't stay in our own.
Right.
Because, we don't live in a very densely populated area.
Right.
So we could afford to, look out and guarantee that there won't be hordes and hordes of zombies right in front of us.
And plus, I think it would be better than having a shelter made of sticks and twigs.
Oh, of course.
And mud. If we end up with a group, if we're out there with our weapons, we got a shelter all established, if we come along a group or a group decides to follow us because we're just... so good at surviving in the zombie apocalypse.
We're going to be...
Everyone wants to follow us.
We know what we're doing.
Which one of us, and I don't think we're going to agree on this, but which one of us would be the group leader?
I thought we weren't going to agree, but I'm going to say you go ahead and be the leader.
Really?
I don't want that responsibility or the pressure, and I want to be able to criticize your every move. So,
Eric, it's an honor.
Can't we be co-leaders, though? The collaboration.
Yeah, we could be like a to reference The Walking Dead, a Daryl Rick team.
There you go.
So Rick's the leader, but Daryl's kind of his wingman guy.
I'll be Daryl because I'm more badass, anyways.
All right,
Moving on.
let's move on. So we got that established.
Yeah, until one of us stabs us at the other in the sleep and then takes over the group. But anyways, if you're running from a crowd of zombies and pass a struggling straggler with a broken leg, do you stop and help them or keep going?
So I had to throw
Age-old
this in there
question.
because if you're in the zombie apocalypse, there are going to be situations like this where you got to think really quick. You know what I mean? So again, if we're running from a group of zombies, me and you, and there's hundreds of them, let's say,
Yes.
and we pass this poor guy on the side of the road with a broken leg, and he's yelling at us to help. If we help him, that's great, but we'll have to carry his weight, and that'll slow us down.
So a couple things to consider. Distance between you and the horde of zombies. Mm-hmm. Do you have enough food to provide for him? Do you have shelter? Is he going to be a burden?
These are all questions that I didn't
Will he
think
be
of.
annoying? I mean, you don't want that person just snooping in there and just always inserting himself on every operation just because you saved his ass.
That is a horrible thing to bring up, but it's very true. I mean, think about that for a minute. We're running on the side of the road, and the first thing we think of is, okay, if we save this guy, is he going to be annoying?
I'm not saying that's the first thing you think of, but you got to keep it in mind.
I'm going to say no.
So,
I just honestly, I just keep running.
Yeah, I got to agree with
and
you.
I'd feel terrible about it.
Like,
but
I'm sorry to whoever I'm going to pass, but...
I feel like one person dying is better
And you know what?
than three people dying.
He will distract that horde of zombies that's chasing you for you to get away.
Right, and plus maybe he's annoying. He's the Carl of the zombie apocalypse. Now, zombie apocalypse, you're constantly on the run. We're assuming that, all technology doesn't work anymore. Cell phones are down. Internet's down. So what do we do for fun, Eric?
See, that is tough. When you get settled in a place, you finally find safety, a nice haven. What are you going to do to entertain yourself?
And this, Eric, is where your chain gun comes in.
Exactly. See, you get a nice... Well, this might be a little messed up, but you get a nice captured zombie tent area.
Yeah.
You just go to town. That nice, you take one to the side, and man, that chainsaw can help you be an artist.
So your idea for fun would be just to mow down zombies.
That could be quite entertaining.
Just to find them and just mutilate them.
If you're not into that, I guess you go back to the pioneer times and you get all those nice games.
Oh, I'm into it.
I mean,
I'm into it.
You really go back to that howdy do moving to California lifestyle.
All right, so that's what we do for fun.
So,
I guess I agree with you. We just mutilate.
I'm assuming there'll still be board games around.
That's true.
Card games
and books.
Good one, bud.